And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Darius Geis. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Crunch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Check the 6. Pull it. High. Check hot route. High. 2 6. Go.
Now it's Haskins. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
I don't need to. I'll go away. Oh, here we go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch twist. Sponge. No.
They'll try the right side with Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have... Two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's make these big.
Out of the gun, Geis. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready. The mic. Watch 49. Silver. Off. 49, guys. Mike.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 56. 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. I don't even know why this team. Attack. 56 to Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 43 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, 15 on it, 15 on it. 81, check 31, check 31. Mike's 49, Mike's 49.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run. It's south, baby, that's baby south. Check, 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 check. Zoom, zoom.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Target. No. Off.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Caught by Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Rapid. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Rip right. Shoot. Check 37. Go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
I got him.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got him.
Check 52. Shoot. 15. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Switch.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
56. I got it. Hey, rip left. 56 to Mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
That's right. Tighten up. 56 to Mike.
64, weak. Such thing as a loss. We take it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Attack.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Right there, 56.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 27-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. 49's a Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. This is Geis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
What we got? Check. Lucky. He's checking. Crash. Check.
Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Alert 3. Check. Check 15. Attack. Twitch.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
You got me, 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Wide, get wide. Hey, 43, 15. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check, 56. Got what? 66. Bullet high.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Ridley. 56. Mike, 56 right there. Blue dot working. Kill. Yellow.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Switch. Check 3. Under 10. 10. Check 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, Gywu. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready? Right. Mike's 40. Check, 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 check. Yahoo.
2nd down, Haskins. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the ground, it's Geis. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Geis, they'll try to run it. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal.
Jim, 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 Jim.
Into the end zone, touchdown, Redskins. From 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. 15.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
He completes it to Evans. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Slam, slam, slam.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Like 56.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Attack, attack. Check.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Attack.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Ooh, with a juke. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at about the Redskins' 26.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Kill, kill, kill.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Check 56. I'm scared. Check the hot read. Hero 15. Quick dash. Come, come.
Hatchet, hatchet.
Kill, 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 kill.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
You go tight. You got tight.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll go with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From just shy of midfield, Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Just like that. Just like that. '43! 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Come on, dude.
Watch the eye.
Mahomes to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they try the sweep to Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Yellow.
56. 56. Right there. 56.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
56 to Mike.
Now Mahomes. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Ready? Mike 40, Mike 40. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Eddie Weber.
Tonight's final score, Redskins 20, Buccaneers 17.